ngày xuân nữ đẹp, đẹp như đóa hoa lan rừng, hương sắc ôi mặn nồng. Nàng mang tên là lá lan, lá lan người sọc cô man. Chưa yêu đương, chưa đau thương nên nàng chưa biết buồn. Bao trai tráng đang si mê, chờ lọt vào đôi mắt đẹp, thường nhảy múa ca tụng nàng trong những đêm hội làng. Nàng lá lan vẫn ngây thơ, vui say điệu múa cô hô, tay trong tay cô hô quay chưa biết yêu là gì.
Researchers say that as few as 3 major criminal groups are responsible for smuggling African elephant ivory tusks. A tusk represents a dead elephant, and the research comes as Africa's elephant population is decreasing quickly. The elephant population in Africa is estimated to be about 415,000. In 1979, there were about 1.3 million elephants on the continent, and 100 years ago, the number was 5 million. The new study was published in Nature Human Behavior. The researchers examined the DNA of elephant tusks and evidence, including telephone, financial, automobile, and shipping records. They used the information to identify connections in trafficking operations across the continent.
Biologist Samuel Wasser of the University of Washington is a lead writer of the study. He said he hopes it helps police target the leaders of these networks instead of the elephant killers themselves. Criminal organizations can easily replace the low-level poachers. If you can stop the trade where the ivory is being consolidated and exported out of the country, those are really the key players, said Wasser. Consolidate means to join or combine together into one thing. Each year, an estimated 500 metric tons of poached elephant tusks are shipped from Africa, mostly to Asia. For around 20 years, Wasser has been interested in a few key questions. Where is most of the ivory being poached? Who is moving it? And how many people are they? He works with wildlife officials in Kenya, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and elsewhere, who contact him when they discover ivory shipments. He flies to the countries to take small samples of tusks to study the DNA. He has samples from the tusks of more than 4,300 elephants taken out of Africa from 1995 to the present. Biologist Robert Pringle, who was not involved in the study, praised the work. He said the data shows connections that can lead to strong inferences.
In 2004, Wasser showed that DNA from elephant tusks and waste could be used to find an elephant's home location to within a few hundred kilometers. In 2018, he recognized that finding identical DNA in tusks from 2 different ivory seizures meant they were taken from the same animal, and likely by the same poaching network. The new research identifies DNA belonging to elephant parents and children, as well as brothers and sisters. Such genetic links can provide information for wildlife officials seeking other evidence, cell phone records, license plates, shipping documents, and financial statements to link different ivory shipments.
John Brown III is a special agent with the United States Homeland Security Department and wrote the study with Wasser. The agent's work on environmental crimes goes back 25 years. Brown has told the Associated Press that, in the past, a single seizure of illegal goods would rarely lead to the identification of the major crime group responsible. But now, he said, the DNA links can alert us to the connections between individual seizures. The new research led to the discovery that only a very few criminal groups are behind most of the ivory trade in Africa. Researchers identified several poaching hotspots, including areas of Tanzania, Kenya, Botswana, Gabon, and Republic of Congo. Tusks are often moved to storage centers where they are loaded into shipping containers with other illegal goods. Then the containers go to ports for travel out of Africa. Traffickers that smuggle ivory also often deal in other illegal goods as well, the research shows. A fourth of large seizures of pangolin scales are mixed with ivory, for instance. The pangolin, a large ant-eating mammal, is poached heavily. Brian Arnold, a Princeton University biologist who was not involved in the research, said, "Confronting these networks is a great example of how genetics can be used for conservation purposes." I'm John Russell.
And I'm Ashley Thompson.
Sơn nữ đẹp, đẹp như đóa hoa lan rừng, hương sắc ôi mặn nồng. Nàng mang tên là La Lan, La Lan người sọc cô man. Chưa yêu đương, chưa đau thương nên nàng chưa biết buồn. Bao trai tráng đang si mê, chờ lọt vào đôi mắt đẹp, thường nhảy múa ca tụng nàng trong những đêm hội làng. Nàng La Lan vẫn ngây thơ, vui say điệu múa cô hồ. Tay trong tay cô quay, chưa biết yêu là gì. Rồi thời gian trôi qua, môi nàng sơn nữ bỗng vắng tiếng cười. Thường đưa đôi mắt trong xa vời, thì ra nàng đã biết yêu đương. Nàng yêu anh miền Kinh, nàng thương anh thiệt tình. Nhưng chàng trai kia đã đi rồi, lá lan buồn nát cánh hoa rừng. Qua bao tháng mong tin xa, mà người tình không trở lại. Buồn liệm kín cả tâm hồn, lá lan khóc nhiều hơn. Nàng lang thang từng đêm trăng, qua bao gành đá treo leo. Ôi La Lan, nàng chết trên sườn đèo. Nàng lang thang từng đêm trăng, qua bao gành đá treo leo. trên sườn đèo. Ôi la lán, nàng chết trên sườn đèo. Ôi la lán, nàng chết trên sườn đèo.